Hello, this is Larry Hayward, pastor of Westminster Presbyterian Church in Alexandria. I'm going to surprise Whitney and Patrick and Jacob and Patty and several others in the congregation today by showing that I once did follow pop music. How many of you remember Foreigner? They were popular in the 1980s, and the song I most remember was entitled Jukebox Hero. Here's a bit of it so you can dust off that part of the brain in which it is stored. I like the beat, but it's the words that stick with me. Because in this song, there is one thing and only one thing that attracts the jukebox hero and gives his life meaning, drive, ambition, hope, something worth believing and sacrificing for. That one thing is learning to play the guitar and become a rock musician. Listen how he comes upon that purpose as a young man. Standing in the rain with his head hung low, couldn't get a ticket, it was a sold-out show. Heard the roar of the crowd, he could picture the scene, put his ear to the wall. Then like a distant scream, he heard that one guitar just blew him away. He saw stars in his eyes, and the very next day bought a beat-up six-string in a secondhand store. Didn't know how to play it, but he knew for sure that one guitar felt good in his hands. Didn't take long to understand just one guitar, slung way down low, was a one-way ticket, only way to go. So he started rocking. Ain't never gonna stop. Gotta keep on rocking. Someday gonna make it to the top and be a jukebox hero. Got stars in his eyes. He's a jukebox hero. That one guitar made his whole life change. I know what it's like to be that young person with a guitar slung around his shoulder. Though there were no clergy in my family, as a teenager, I could taste the church, smell it, feel it in my bones. The preaching, the teaching, the care of souls. Though I had somewhat of the same feeling on the basketball court for a while, alone in the gym shooting baskets by the hour, and then later in the classroom or the library. It was the church that made me come alive, that made my whole life change. It was the church in front of whose doors I stood, looking at the pulpit, knowing that I had only one way to go. So I went, and I've been lucky ever since, lucky and blessed. Purity of heart, said Kierkegaard, is to will one thing. So I'm curious to ask, what is the one thing for you? What is it that makes you a jukebox hero? Is it holding an infant in your arms? Is it leading a middle school boy to open up about feelings? Is it catching a pass beyond the fingertips of a defender? Is it arguing a case before a judge or jury? Is it entering the surgical suite? Is it crafting the perfect crown molding on the home you are redecorating? What is it that makes you a jukebox hero? Don't let today pass without visiting it. Amen.